Hello everybody! Welcome back. I'm Aletta and today we are back on the island Mysteria, which if you didn't know is based off of the game Professor Layton and the Curious Village, which is why out here last time we did a little mansion build with a garden next to it. But today we're going to be doing a post office, which one of you suggested in the comments, so I think it'll be a cute little build, so yeah, let's go! I said let's go, so let's go. I'm sorry, I've always wanted to do that bit. But yeah, we're doing like this little area to the left here, back behind the cliffs, and oh yeah, but first it is Portia's birthday, so we're gonna go get her a present. If you can't tell, I'm doing a voiceover for this video. It's gonna be a speed build, but yeah, it's Portia's birthday, just because I time travel, but we give her a little anthurium plant, and she likes it, and we go around and talk to her and Eunice, and then we're gonna start the build right after that, so don't worry. Yeah, so we are going back here where we have the little waterfall, and I'm just gonna open up the designer app and we're gonna start terraforming right away. I need some more space down here to work with, and I'm gonna change the shape a few times here during the build. And here is the map. You can see it kind of looks funny on the map, the little cutout space where it goes straight to the ground. So I want to make sure it looks okay on the map, even though I don't know why, because almost the whole entire map is pathing, so I don't know why that matters to me, but you know. Patty? Okay. She's catching a bug. Apparently I was pretty enamored by that, but I love how the villagers are always around when I'm doing builds like this. Like Bo's up there fishing as well, and I love that you can close the waterfalls from the bottom of the cliff, but I wish that you could also open them from the bottom of the cliff. Like, it makes sense that you can't, but that'd be nice so you didn't have to climb up and down the cliff. But anyway, I'm just carving out a little spot for a staircase so it's easier to get up here from the little there's not really an area up there yet, but it's gonna be like little crowded town core houses up there. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab the stone staircase. If you can't tell, I've been kind of avoiding doing the town core part of this town core island. I've been doing all the little natural builds because I love doing those. So, and we don't want the entire island to be just storefronts and things, so I'm putting different outdoor builds down, like the post office, and we've also done a little cafe, and we're also going to do a little outdoor restaurant kind of thing, so I'm excited for that. I also don't know if the stone staircase makes sense, but you know, I think it's like my favorite one in the game, so I always go between the stone one and the wooden one and the natural one. Oh yeah, and we grabbed Chevra's house. She was on the bottom beach at the right, but I'm just going to put her on top of the cliff behind the Able sisters. I was originally gonna put her back here and have her like be the post office person, but then I was like, why do we need a post office person? And I think her house makes more sense elevated since she's a goat. They like to be on the mountains, so. But here it is the next day. We got her little house there, we got the staircase done, and yeah, so we're gonna get back into terraforming this little area. It's really trying to find a way to make it so the waterfall and the river up there made sense, and we end up figuring it out a little bit, but I did have to mess with the shape just a tiny bit. And I was planning on putting a second staircase over here, but I end up not doing that because I don't think that we need it. I just put a vine up, and maybe eventually we'll put a ladder up, but yeah. I really love that we have vines and ladders. It really makes building more versatile for smaller areas. And here I'm just trying to plan out a little path so I know where to terraform a little bit. And I kind of regret going over here and terraforming, but I messed with this cliff that we did early on in this island a little bit here. And I was thinking of even moving the house forward eventually there. That's why I deleted some of that path thing so I know where to put it, but I'm not sure about that. See, it's so upsetting. But here we're using this plank design code that I found just by searching plank on the little portal, but as always, all the codes I use will be in the description below. And since this is a post office, I got my mailbox in that the large mailbox one, and I also have that steel trash can, which I think looks like a little package drop-off. Oh yeah, and Portia sent us a thank you gift as a privacy mask, so thanks, Portia. Safety first. But yeah, this is where we're gonna put all of the little things for the post office. So I'm grabbing some antique things, and we're definitely gonna have a little bookshelf wall on the back there. Oh, we gotta get that balloon. Because it's the post office, I was trying to get a balloon to land on the ground. I end up picking that one up, but I think later on I leave one. Just because it's cute. Apparently, I feel bad doing this, but I did it on my last island. If you have like a request or a treasure hunt with one of your villagers with the little blue present with the blue ribbon, you can just keep that instead of giving it back, and then a couple days later, like with the lost items, it'll be like, who is this for? And then you can drop it wherever you want. So I might do that eventually. It's just I feel so guilty doing that. Plus that's usually how you get their photos sometimes, so I don't really want to do that till I get their photos, you know. But we got lots of cardboard items in this game, especially with the 2.0 update, so we got lots of different things we can use for this post office. I did build a post office on my first ever island, but it didn't have these items, so yeah, it's pretty cool. And I was trying to decide which gift pile to use, and I ended up using this one here. I love that little gift pile thing, it's so cute. I really gotta get sending those out though. I really like how those two woods match. I will go to Cyrus soon here and customize some of these things to be the darker woods, but I leave those as matching as well. And yep, there you go. See, we got some, the covered counter is darker now, as well as that locker, and I think I also customized the antique bureau to be a darker wood as well. Oh, and here I was trying to enclose a little alleyway. I will open it back up again, but I am actually glad that I did this because it looks a lot better the second time I make it. I don't know why it looks better. Like, I don't understand. On the map, it's really cute when there's a little cutout hole in the middle, especially with like those sunken waterfalls, but I really wanted a little walkway into here from the main part of the town. And here's how we're kind of connecting this little river to the waterfall. I'm just putting a small pond on the bottom here in front of the post office, and I think it ends up being adorable, so I'm happy with that decision. Ah yes, there it is. We went with the black antique bureau. I think that looks really cute though. We have like darker woods, and then I have a couple black accents in there, and then lots of browns, and yeah, it's a very dark academia build actually now, thinking about it. The amount of time that small builds like this take me is just so bizarre. The items you see up there, I moved around so much. I cut out so much footage of me just moving the cupboard counter and the bookshelves, trying to replace them, and I always ended up putting them in like the first place I put the things, so you know. But yeah, you always think small builds are gonna be fast, but they never are, at least not for me. But yeah, I'm trying to make the little pond here, and I soon realized I need to expand the little cliff area down here. I mean, like, knock down more cliffs so that we have more room for the little pond. And I was even trying to put a little fence, but I don't end up doing that because it takes up too much room, just like the tree. It looks so cute though. And then we got the locker in its new color there, and up here I put a little coffee mug and a typewriter, which I think is pretty cute. I will move the coffee cup back to that one, but for now I put it on the little locker, which doesn't really make sense. Oh, Pippi! Pippi's on that little quilt up there, which is where I'm thinking of putting Nook's cranny, which is why that little pattern's on the ground there, so I remember where I want to put it. Oh yeah, and here it was like the next day and Chevra wanted to leave. I swear every time I move a villager's house, they're like, okay, thanks for moving me, I want to go now. Looking from this new perspective, I actually don't like this island, but you know, I said, please don't go, and she was like, oh, you know, I would miss you, so I think that's what she said. But yeah, so she's not allowed to leave. She's one of my favorite villagers, so I'm gonna keep her at least for a little while longer. And yeah, we're carving out the little alleyway here again. I think it's nice being able to connect this to the other pathway, especially if it's a post office that everyone needs to get to. I don't want them having to go around to get there, even though they won't be using it actually, but you know, in my head it makes sense if all the villagers can easily get to it. And then there's this weird little circle shape, and I was gonna change it, but instead I just put a little tree up there. So yeah, just use trees to cover up your landscaping problems. It's always good. It's good in The Sims, which I have been playing The Sims again, which I do that like every couple of months. I just play it. I buy like 4 packs because they're on sale usually at the end of the year, and then I build. All I do in The Sims is build. I don't really play. But yeah, I've been working on the same house every time I log in, and my roommate is always like, so I built 3 houses today during my free time, and I'm like, what? I'm just so slow at building in The Sims for some reason. I don't know. I think it's because it's on the PC, like, I don't know. Handheld gaming just makes more sense to me, like the Switch. I also got the new Mario Wonder. I don't know if I've told you guys that yet, but I've only played like the first couple worlds, and it is so interesting is the word I would use for it. At first I was like, this is weird and also too easy, but then later on the levels get a bit more difficult. I haven't tried playing it by myself, so I think I might do that. So then I can explore all the little secrets and things, but it is very chaotic on co-op for sure. I'm trying not to see spoilers of other people playing it. And here we go. I am making little stepping stones to get across here. I thought that would be better, so then I can make the little pond down there bigger where the waterfall comes out. I could try and do a little bridge, but it'd be really difficult with water this size, I think. Let me know what you guys think, but I like the little stepping stones. I think it's cute. And see, there is where I'm trying to match the color of the antique bureau to that little cardboard box. That's the one with the cherries on the side. It has a little black strip of tape on the top instead of the brown tape, which I think is really cool. Actually, I've never really noticed that. And we also use this vintage low table, so I kind of put those in as like contrast to the rest of the color, so it's not just all browns. But yeah, so use the little cherry one. I think that's really cool. I didn't even notice that when I customized it to that color. I was gonna show the cherries, but I think the little tape thing is better. So this is the little area I'm trying to make so you can come in and write a letter if you need to before you send it out. So we got the little wrapping paper trick where you just drop it on the table so it looks like that, and then I used a custom sign with a little package on it, and that'll be in the description as well. I might end up deleting that code just for an extra slot because it's kind of hidden where I end up putting it at the end, the little fake package on the cushion, but it's pretty cute. I was also having a lot of trouble trying to figure out where to put that cypress plant, so I don't even think it ends up in the build at the end. And I totally forgot I had that caged cart with the little box in it, which is where I end up putting the customized cushion with the package design. Oh, and I almost forgot to put the gift pile back. I think I like it there, kind of covering that, the little wood custom design being cut off in the little square right there, if that makes sense. Otherwise it would just look like kind of weird right there. You see him right next to me, if that makes sense. Oh boy. So I end up just using the regular cardboard box and putting the other one on top of it instead of using the pile of cardboard boxes. I just think it looks a bit better having it a little bit shorter there. And then I do realize soon here that I forgot to put the gift pile back, so I will be moving that cart there. And oh yeah, there is the present right there down that fell, and it dropped perfectly on that little stepping stone, which I thought is cute, like someone was carrying it over and they left it there. So I'm gonna try my best not to pick it up. Sometimes I get too tempted to know what's inside, but it's usually not worth it, honestly. Maybe when I upload the treatment dress, I'll go and look what it is. But there I did a little bit of spinning because it's starting to come together and I'm very happy with it. And here I'm just carving out a little bit more so you could see the stairs a bit better. And there's that one gift that dropped and I didn't pick it up right away. It was literally just one golden nugget, so that's what I mean by it's usually not worth it to pick it up. I was gonna try and put the mailbox sideways, but I forgot you can't spin it at all once you place it down. So I end up putting it at the bottom of the staircase, and I think that's pretty cute. And now I go and switch to my other profile, which is Beatrice, the little inn owner. And she got some stuff from Leaf. That's the first time she met Leaf apparently, and I planted a bunch of little tulips and I think pansies over there before I go and grab her mailbox and move it to the post office. So yeah, that's why I logged into her account. And right now her mailbox is green, but I will end up changing that here. I really like the green though, so I might go back and change it. Here we go, I'm changing it to gray. That way it's easier for me to change my mailbox from my main profile on here to a different color, the white one, so that one can be green or blue if you guys think it looks better. And I do take the steel trash can away, just wasn't fitting unfortunately. I will be putting something else where that was, and that fence just wasn't working for me, so. Oh yes, we put the phone box in this corner, which I think looks nice because the clip isn't rounded out there. And then I went and made a garden bench, which is one of my favorite DIYs in the game. It just looks good almost anywhere, so that's what we did there. And I'm moving this little outdoor transportation stop up here. And I tried out a bunch of different fencing here, even this park fencing, just because it was blue. I thought it would be a pop of color, but we don't end up using that. It just doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I was really trying to find a place for the steel trash can, but it just didn't work out, so I put a little bush there and placed some windflowers around, which I think is really cute. And yeah, see there we are looking at more fencing, and I end up going with the spooky fencing, which is what I had there originally, so I should just trust my initial instincts. I don't know. I could mix in some hedging, but I just want there to be something there since it's like a fall, if you like, it's a liability thing, you know. But yeah, we are basically done with the build here. I'm just adding a little pen stand to the little table down there. I think that looks pretty cute. And then I'm just moving the coffee cup, like I said, back to the little covered station, like the workers drinking coffee there. But yeah, I hope that you guys like this build. I think it turned out really cute, especially with how small of an area we had. So we got the water going down there, we got the little pathway, which I will have to put little coats on the ground on the little alleyway eventually. And we got the mailboxes there, and a little space for you to come and write some letters and send them out. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this build in the comments below. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe. That would be awesome if you did. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.